What's going on, guys? McDowell here, and I wanted to real quick go over my Atlas passive strategy for maximum pack size for my fun time mapping experience. So we'll real quick do a tier 16 map. I'll show you how the build runs in the maps juiced up in this way, then we'll go over the tree, and then we'll send you on your way. So stick around. Alright, here we are in the Coves map. Turn on my Righteous Fire here, and I'm just going to take off. Click on those for even more monsters. Everything is set up so that the map is the most fun. And for me, the most fun means the most monsters on the screen and the big explosions. And we have achieved it in 3.17 with Righteous Fire character in this setup. We've reached critical fun max. Isn't there a boss over here somewhere? Click on this abyss. These guys. I don't even actually know where that abyss went. Doesn't matter, we don't care. Is this the boss here? Alright. Well, we're just gonna throw our traps down. Oh, tanky boy. What's going on here? Oh, what did I do to myself with this map? There we go. Alright, I'll cruise over to this other side of the map here. Another Harbinger. I love the way all the mobs just kind of pop in. We are level 96. About a week into the league. Week and a day. Feels pretty good. Build's popping off. Got our hands on the replica Soul Tether. So that's feeling pretty good. One thing to point out is the breaches are amazing. Breach feels so good. There's a note on the tree I'll show you when we go over that really just juices those up. Quick. Grab these here. Why not? Okay. Yeah, we're getting close to the end here. Frankly, at this stage, I don't really care if it actually says there's less than 50. There's so many mobs in the map. I'm clearing so much content in a day that if I miss a few packs, it's alright. Alright. I'm gonna swing down here, grab this. think we've pretty much seen the sights. And that's what it looks like to do a map with the current setup. So I'll head back to the hideout here and we will go over the skill tree and I'll show you how you can set this up so that your maps can also look like this. Alright, here we are with the Atlas passive tree. I'm going to zoom in here and we will go over it, each little node, by each little node, well I guess like each little area. So these are just map drop chance, and we're going to take everything having to do with, I want more maps, I want Harbinger, and I want Breach, and a little Abyss. I don't want a bunch of stuff I have to stop and click on, etc. So we're going to get the maps here, Harbinger here. We're going to swing over here and grab these adjacent map drop chance. Those are awesome. You might want the Keurig stuff if you're just starting out. If that's the case, you might want to look up a different kind of guide. This is not an efficiency guide. This is not a currency making guide. This is how do you set the Atlas up, or pardon me. Yeah, how do you set the Atlas up here for the most fun, most mobs on the screen, from my personal taste. What you want might be different. But if you want what I had in that last map, which was probably a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 in terms of the fun factor, most maps are on average going to be at least that packed or better. So anyway, we come through here. I love these map drop duplication nodes. I take as many of those as I can reasonably take. It only says 0.5%. It adds up, man. They drop all the time, and it counts for expensive map drops too, like all of your Conqueror maps, all of that stuff. They double all the time. Feels good. So over here, we're going to take this Searing Exarch, and we're also going to take the Eater of Worlds, even though I exclusively do Team Red all day. The reason is these nodes here actually work for both maps, both types, even though the, I guess this is a notable here. This one's trash for this purpose, but you want these ones, so grab that. And then obviously we want all of this good stuff for your additional drops. Then we're going to come over here, get the breach stuff here, Harbinger here, more of these map duplication nodes. Up here, your sextant modifiers. Here, your elder maps for when you kill the bosses, drop those, sell them off, nice currency income. Come up here and grab these guys for basically the same purpose for your Shaper Guardians. And that's it. I mean, that's the concept. And then I like to use an Abyss Scarab and a Breach Scarab, and then I'll throw, in this case I have cartography ones because they were just laying around, but this is where I'll throw in, you know, something different, whatever I'm feeling like playing at the moment. Abyss is only 2C. You can throw that on if you need more XP. We are taking this XP node here. That's really good. And then these 3 nodes, and I'll probably take this node. Or no, I won't take this one. Scratch that. You'll just only need these ones. Because all we want is more monsters. More monsters, more XP. That's all I care about for the Abyss. And then you just throw them on the map because they're cheap and they're smooth and fun and whatever. So that's it. Otherwise, if we take a look at the Atlas itself, I've got 3 Void Stones going. Maps that are super fun are Dunes, as well as Cemetery. I really like Arcade. I've had a lot of fun in Arcade, actually, despite the fact that the layout is a little bit weird. Right now, I've got my favorites set up for Strand. I'm going to try that out at tier 16. I don't know if that's going to be the one that I go with in the end. Probably Beach, but I have to get the last Void Stone before that one is a 16. So, and then I'm grabbing Toxic Sewer at tier 14. That one I thought was going to be really fun, but it doesn't work with Breach. And Breach is so good right now that I'm leaning towards more open layout, but I am going to test that. So that's where we're at with the Atlas passives. It's a pretty fun system to get into, and I haven't found it to be prohibitive or expensive, really. to respec it around. So I often will look up somebody else's guide, and if they say something that makes sense to me, I'll just take the stuff. I'm still on the fence about whether the shrine nodes would make sense. I don't need them. I can clear the maps, no problem. Maybe you need them, so perhaps you don't take the Abyss nodes or some of the Harbinger and instead grab your shrine nodes, your strongbox nodes. You could hybridize this into your own specific version, but this is what I like. It's working great for me. I'm cruising. I'm getting a lot of XP per map, more than I expected, which is good because the XP changes in the recent patch, you really notice them when you get past 95, man. That the run to 96 was rough. But we persevere, and there's really never been a better time to level because the game is so fun. It does kind of fly by, even though you do notice that, hey, it's taking a lot of maps before that percentage gauge is going up and up. So I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to get back to mapping and give this a try, and let me know if it works out for you, if you're having fun. If you have a different way that you like to set it up, by all means, let me know that as well. Hit that like and subscribe button, please. And yeah, I appreciate you.